The company of Facebook has reached a $50 million settlement in Australia over a major privacy scandal. The Australian Information Commissioner launched civil penalty proceedings against Meta on behalf of Australian Facebook users caught up in the Cambridge Analytica scandal, where personal data of users was released without consent to a British consulting firm. 4 years later, the tech giant has now agreed to a $50 million settlement, the largest payment of its kind in Australia. A payment scheme eligible people affected by the breach is expected to open for applications by mid-next year. The federal government is expressing concern after a major earthquake near the capital of Vanuatu. Buildings have been damaged in Port Vila, including one hosting the American, British, French and New Zealand embassies. There are also reports of major damage to the airport. A tsunami warning was issued but then cancelled, and there are no reports yet of injuries or deaths. Treasurer Jim Chalmers says it's still worrying.
I'm confident that I speak on behalf of all Australians when I say that we're thinking of the wonderful people of Vanuatu. It is a beautiful, beautiful part of the world, a very troubling part right now as it deals with these serious weather events.
US police have identified the teenage girl behind a school shooting in Wisconsin. 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, who went by Samantha, was a student at the Madison school. Another student and a teacher died when she opened fire inside a study hall. 17% of families are predicted to fall into debt this Christmas. The Salvation Army is bracing for an influx of Australians reaching out for support. Major Gary Masters says they're asking for donations to help those who are struggling to afford food, rent or medical bills.
We would like to see an increase in the toys and food and other gifts and support that we receive. Last year we received over 330 gifts and toys for families in need.
And Jamie Lee Curtis could be following in Angela Lansbury's footsteps. She's in talks to star as Jessica Fletcher in a new movie based on the TV show Murder, She Wrote. Now turning to FIVEAA sport, and day 4 of the third test at the Gabba is limping along in between rain delays. Play is stopped at the moment. India is 6 for 180 in reply to Australia's first innings of 445. Well, Josh Hazlewood's injury woes continue. The Aussie fast bowler suffering a calf complaint. The 33-year-old was hurt during today's warm-up. He's been sent for scans, with teammate Josh Inglis playing as substitute fielder. In the Big Bash, the Strikers will open their campaign tonight. They face the Sydney Thunder in Canberra. And Nick Kyrgios is set to team up with his nemesis-turned-hitting partner Novak Djokovic in the doubles at the Brisbane International. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
Adelaide Wood Garden to breakdown on the Freeway Never Tunnel, seeing delays outbound and combined with worksheets pretty slow through at the moment. Highgate urgent sewer works on Fullerton Road near Cross Road and Findon. Burst water main getting repaired on Crittenden Road near Findon Road. Slow for works at Belair, Old Belair Road near Sheoak Road, and busy right now Cross Road Highgate. Camera Osmond Terrace Norwood. There's fun to be had in the MY24 Golf 110 TSI Live run-out sale, now on from $39,990 drive away. T's and C's applied, Volkswagen.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
Now the FIVEAA forecast.
Pineapple fans rejoice. Macca's new Hawaiian burger range is here for a limited time. So, Macca's run.
Mostly sunny this afternoon, sunny tomorrow 30, Thursday sunny 33, Friday sunny 32. Right now it's 24 degrees. Now let's check what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, Hero tradies rescue an elderly woman from a house fire. The child water safety warning following a spike in near drownings. A twist in Fiji about what was in those cocktails. Prince Andrew dumped from the Royals' Christmas over perceived spy links. And caravanning's comeback, why you don't even need to own one. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings, FIVEAA Breakfast.
Broadcasting live from the Adelaide Central Market for what will be our final show of 2024.
We hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful time with your family and your friends over the coming weeks. To those of you who are not having a break, people like our police, our nurses, our ambos, who are going to be working through Christmas, we thank you for that.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
We'll be back in January.
Returns January 20.
On FIVEAA. Always Adelaide.
Gift cheaper this Christmas at Cheapest Chips.
Cheapest Chips.
With 30% off Christmas trees, entertaining essentials, reusable dinnerware and cutlery from $3. Cool down with 20% off all pools. Christmas hampers make the easy, perfect gift starting from just $26.99. And clean up cheaper with Finish 110-pack dishwashing tablets, only $19.99. And don't forget, you can win a car when you spend $50 or more. T's and C's apply. Gift cheaper at Cheapest Chips, in-store and online.
If fresh seafood is always a feature of your Christmas feasts, make sure you check out the Fish Factory. They're taking orders now so you can avoid the last-minute rush. The Fish Factory actually process their fish direct from the fishing boats. You can't get fresher fish unless you eat it on the boat. There's crayfish, South Australian West Coast oysters and king prawns, snapper, barramundi, mulloway and Atlantic salmon and more. The Fish Factory. Call 8341 1538. 8341 1538.
When your youngest finishes school and pick up and drop off become a distant memory. When the neighbours no longer have loud music to complain about. When you wake up and fall asleep to the sound of silence because the kids have flown the nest. If only it happened sooner. Semi-retirement, disposable income and infinite time to spend it. You're a super consumer. If you run a business that'd like to reach the consumer we call the trifecta, speak to us here at FIVEAA.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's boiling up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on, or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. Precise Plumbing and Electrical. On time, on budget, on the job.
Or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
Timmy, Agostino Mitsubishi is definitely in the spirit of giving.
Yeah, buy a new Triton or Pajero from Agostino Mitsubishi and they'll give you a $2,500 fuel card.
Oh, nice.
Buy a new Outlander or Eclipse Cross and get a free $1,500 fuel card.
Plus, get up to $2,000 loyalty bonuses on all Tritons.
It's for a limited time only. Free fuel cards on Triton, Pajero, Outlander and Eclipse. Only at Agostino Mitsubishi Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes.
The sartorial forecast? Sunny days ahead. The newly refurbished Zara has opened at Burnside Village. Shop the latest in men's, women's and kids fashion and discover pieces that will shape your wardrobe this season at Zara. Burnside Village, where fashion lives.
At Complete Care, we're more than just a care provider, we're a family. As we celebrate our 10th year, our mission remains the same, to empower our specialised team of carers and client service managers to help people living with a disability. We provide personalised services, including cleaning and home maintenance, to social support and transportation. We look after you like family, offering a warm, caring touch that sets us apart. At Complete Care, we're the company with heart. Complete Care, with a K.
Give the gift of kindness and sponsor a homeless animal this Christmas. Earn your halo by becoming an RSPCA Guardian Angel and give hope to an animal in need. Visit rspcaguardianangel.com.au to donate.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. 5AA Summer Afternoons with Angie McBride.
It is coming up to 12 minutes past 3, 8223 0000. I am in for Stacey Lee after 4 o'clock. Rowie and Campo and Sam Tugwell are in with the Sports Show. And if you're not listening, you can tune in to the 5AA Facebook and YouTube live stream. You can pop a comment through there as well. How's that footage that has been going around from 7 News Adelaide? There's footage, a dash cam footage of the moment a young boy wanders onto busy Regency Road at Broadview. A car almost hit the child, with the driver telling how he slammed on the brakes just in time, and I think he went and helped him out. Look, I hope he's okay, whether he just wandered off or whether he ran away from home for a serious reason. So I do hope he is okay, and I'm sure the police were called. So we'll find out more about that story. Hopefully it is a good ending, but wow. It's quite shocking to see that footage. Not sure what time of the night it was. We were talking about horror dental stories. We're getting a heap of calls on that. Lynn sent an email, and you can as well on air at 5AA.com.au. Lynn says, yummy but lethal Cadbury picnics. They'll crack your teeth over time. Yeah, they are yummy, aren't they? Both myself and a friend have found this out, unfortunately. Oh, Lynn, thank you. Did you have to have a visit to the dentist after that one? We will take after 3:30, and I want your calls for Turkey of the Week. So get your calls in for M8223 0000, and we'll reward someone with the Turkey Flat Vineyards Rosé in eco-friendly cans. Drink responsibly. Stephen says, hello, Angie. On dental issues, I had my problematic wisdom teeth removed in Ashford Hospital under anaesthetic many years ago at the age of 28. Was very uncomfortable for several days with swollen jaw, mouth bleeding, gauze problems, etc. Oh, gosh. Sounds horrendous. Now at 72, was all done with there and then saved any future problems. Only recent issue was a root canal procedure a few years ago. Took 6 months, 6 visits, costing $1,800, but far better than quick tooth removal for $200. The possibility of nearby teeth collapsing like dominoes. Yeah, the cost. But like I said, Stephen, I am avoiding going to the dentist. I don't need to, but I probably should go for a checkup next year. And I've got extras, so I'm just wasting all my extras. But it's always the fear of, oh my goodness, what if I have to have work done? And Rosie says, my mum and mother-in-law told me that after the war, girls were given dentures for their 21st birthday present. Wow, happy birthday. And I think they whipped teeth out as fillings were very expensive in the past, and dentures were considered a smarter idea. And I suppose they last a lot longer, don't they? 8223 0000. What are your horror dental stories? I've got a couple of great prizes to give away, the Wallace Movie Pass and the Georgie Paws voucher, which is presents for your dogs. Hello, Bev, how are you? Bev.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're very faint.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. The first thing you were talking about just a minute ago. Stop and think now.
We were talking about dentists.
Oh, you can bring that into it.
Yeah.
I lost my 2 front top teeth, mainly due to the medication I've taken for years for the epilepsy.
Yes.
They kept cracking.
Oh.
And I ended up having to have a small plate put in, but it's so good.
The plate's
I've had
got
no problems with it.
So the plate, you take it out, and it's got the 2 teeth attached at the front.
They just kept cracking.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had this plate made, but I've got all my own teeth still.
Well, that's good. Besides your 2 front teeth. That's all you wanted for Christmas was 2 front teeth.
That was what they made a joke of in the Adelaide. But we had our first teeth. Graham and I had our first teeth filled the sides.
Yes.
Mum used to take us to the dentist every school holiday for a check-up, and if there was anything to be done, it was done then and there.
Yeah, that's good.
But I had one dentist in... do you remember Foodorama in King William Street?
No, I don't.
Well, there was a dentist upstairs, and he used to tie me down.
Literally?
Yeah, no kidding. He literally tied me down.
Oh, my goodness me.
And I was petrified. Every time Mum said to us we had to go to Mr. Dr. Sudoltz, his name was.
Yes. So what did he do?
Cringed.
Did he actually put belts around your wrist to tie you down to the chair, or?
Yes.
Oh my goodness me!
And I literally froze. I was petrified.
Oh my goodness me! This is where drugs are good today. This is where I am all for drugs in the dentist. Sometimes you do need them. Thank you, Bev.
Baby, here I am. I'm a man on the seen.
Kia's most awarded SUV, the 7-seat Kia Sorento. Available in petrol, diesel, hybrid and plug-in hybrid powertrains. Fine-tuned for Australian roads and conditions for all 7 passengers. To find out more, visit kia.com.au or visit your nearest Kia dealer.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Head to the gorgeous Adelaide Hills for the Oakbank Twilight Races this Friday. Gates open from 1:30pm with plenty of action on and off the track. Perfect for family Christmas parties with hospitality options available online. The Oakbank Twilight Races is family friendly with after-race entertainment including live band Purple Monkey. There's plenty of food options too with food trucks and pop-up bars. Tickets and hospitality options are selling fast. Visit oakbankracingclub.com.au now. Gamble responsibly.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to not deal with organising all the trades? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? To the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers. Plus, we can manage the installation and all sub-trades at a fixed price. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
If you make a living out of being a handy person, it's handy to know that Rollerco has got you covered when it comes to parts for sliding doors and windows. Actually, I'd say you're more than covered. We stock over 3,000 different spare parts, which means you can pop in, get what you need, and get back to it. No messing around. Time's money, right? Rollerco. We'll get you rolling. 26 Jacobson Crescent, Holden Hill. Just 15 minutes from the city.
Kangaroo Island. It's best enjoyed exploring stunning beaches, secluded and at one with nature, reconnecting and spending quality time together. Fall in love with the great outdoors, unpretentious, unexpected, untamed. Experience Kangaroo Island unfiltered. Book your self-drive getaway now at sealink.com.au.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. Over 30 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Lee from Go Vita Tanunda. For those moments when life gets a little too hectic, try NutriVital Premium Stress and Anxiety 30 tabs, save 40%, now $19.95. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Monopara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
5AA Summer Afternoons with Angie McBride.
Do you know how to survive in the bush? I don't know. I think I'd be okay to a certain point. Ask Auntie Bush Survival Skills, an introduction to First Nations bush survival skills, is an educational picture book. We have the author, Auntie Munya Andrews, joins us now. Hello, Auntie Munya. Thanks for your time.
Yes, no problem. Hello to you and to your listeners as well.
Now,
yes.
Tell us about Ask Auntie Bush Survival Skills.
Yes, so it's a book written for children, but there's something in it for everyone. So I'm sure grown-ups would enjoy, adults would enjoy reading it as well. It's really just teaching people about First Nations skills around surviving in the bush, knowing where to hunt for food, where to find water, how to build shelter, that sort of thing. And also to understand the importance of country and how country looks after us. And so if you introduce yourself to country, you'll find that you won't get lost and country looks after you.
So when you say introduce yourself to country, so
yes.
If we're going for a bushwalk or we've got our
yes.
water and whatever, what should we
yes.
do? Is there something we should do out of respect
yes.
to country before we start walking?
Yeah, a good idea is to, there's different cultural practice right across the country, but we would grab a stick and maybe tap on the ground, or because it's just like entering someone's home. You knock on the door and you say who you are and what your intention is. So one way is to introduce yourself, is to say hello to the local people, whatever their name was, hello Bunjalung, hello Bardi, and then say your name and that you're just passing through and just ask for safe passage, and you can do it that way. Another way also is to throw small pebbles in front of you as you're advancing toward country. It's just letting the spirits of the land know that someone's coming through, and so they're aware that you are. Another way to introduce yourself to country is very common, is to place your hands under your armpits and rub the sweat off of them and place them on the ground, place your hands on the ground or in water. The idea is that country gets to smell you, and so it can know you from that. And if you follow those cultural protocols, you usually find that you're fine to go. Yeah.
Oh, I really like that idea. That sounds nice, because I do a fair bit of walking myself, and I've got some, and we do have some beautiful parks around Australia and walks. So that's a really nice idea, and obviously, so people will be. This is sort of the time of the year people are on leave. They do more and more bushwalks. So is there one thing in the book that people should or shouldn't do if they find themselves in trouble while walking in the bush?
First of all, don't panic, because as soon as you panic, you can't think seriously and can't think of options.
Yeah.
Often just sit down, take a breather, and also talk to the old spirits and say, look, I'm confused, I don't know what's going on. Can you help clear my thinking and help me? And once again, it's like calling out to the spirits to help you, and you'll find that they're able to do that, yeah.
So I know that the book is more about bush survival skills, but are there things in the book that, whether be children or adults, can use everyday skills at home? Is it something they could bring into their home?
Just let me think. Oh, that's an interesting question. I think, again, it's just that general respect for the land.
Yeah.
Be aware of you're still on country, whether it's your backyard or whatever. So it's just that appreciation for land and listening to land, communing with land. There's a practice called Dardidi, which is about deep listening and getting information that way as well. Yep.
Chatting to Auntie Munya, a new book out. It's a beautiful book, Ask Auntie, Bush Survival Skills. Now, the illustrations are beautiful, Auntie Munya. Tell us who the illustrator is.
Yes, they're absolutely stunning. Done by a Bunjalung artist from the central north coast of New South Wales. Her name is Charmaine Ledden Lewis, although she lives in the Blue Mountains now. But she also did my first children's book on seasons, Indigenous seasons.
Yeah.
And she's an incredible artist. I love her artwork. She did a great portrait of me in the book. I saw that. She's one to watch, yeah, definitely.
Oh, beautiful. And while I was researching you, Auntie Munya, I read a bio of you, and it said you didn't speak for the first 5 years of your life. Do you remember why and when did you start to talk?
Yeah, I remember it quite clearly because obviously I was silent and I think people thought I was a pretty strange kid. So I was aware of that, and I just had this sense of I almost from a very young age could see the hypocrisy among adults. And that really bugged me as a child, and I thought, well, if this is what the real world is like, no thanks, I won't participate. Looking back now, I probably had all the traits of an autistic person, or at least someone on the spectrum, and in fact, I'm in the process of getting diagnosed to see if that's true. But I moved in this world of silence, and I think people were stunned when I went to school and I was able to read, for one thing. People said, where did she learn to read? Well, I just don't know. I just taught myself. and then when I was verbal, I was able to verbalize quite well. So, and obviously showed that I was quite smart. So, yeah, but I do remember being in that world of silence, and it's amazing what happens when you are in that world of silence. You often hear what is unsaid, and what people aren't actually saying. You're more in tune with their feelings, their emotions, and so it was an interesting time, shall we say?
Yeah, and I think the adage is true that you say that you were probably a strange kid, but I think in reality we're all a bit strange in our own way, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, that's right. It's probably the norm, really.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to be, for sure, because, you learn, you bring special insights to the world, and you just pick up so much more than someone who probably isn't as observant, who goes trudging through things and rushing through things even with their words and not reflecting on how we speak and what we speak. Yeah.
And Auntie Munya, I reckon if I opened the phones right now and asked people how many people felt like they never fit in, I think the board would go crazy.
Wow. That's great. That's terrific. Because you do feel like you're on your own.
Yeah.
And you're the only one of your kind sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. And also, so when you aren't writing books, you're the director of Evolve Communities. What is Evolve Communities?
Yeah, so Evolve is an online business. We teach cultural awareness, but from a different slant. It's also at the same time about teaching people how to be allies to First Nations people and to help share the cultural load of educating mainstream Australians, other Australians. And so we run a number of courses that's available. People can become accredited allies through our allies course. And we work, with a number of corporate bodies across Australia, where the main provider for Woolworths have rolled out our online training to all of their staff, which is quite considerable. I think it's something like 400,000 or more workers, Woolworths. And we work with banks, PR firms, engineering firms, and construction firms of late, which is really interesting.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you can look up Evolve Communities. But your book, Ask Auntie Bush Survival Skills, it's a great little stocking stuffer to add to Christmas. Really pretty, very easy to read if you buy it as a child or an adult.
That's right.
And that is available in-store and online now. Thank you, Auntie Munya. Merry Christmas and best wishes.
And the same to you. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. An elderly woman is in hospital with serious injuries after a house fire at lunchtime at Seaton. There's widespread damage in Vanuatu following a large earthquake. Federal government departments are being urged to delay some spending measures to minimise budget deficits. And in sport, skipper Matt Short will open the batting for the Strikers in their first Big Bash game of the season tonight against the Thunder. The 5AA forecast, mostly sunny this afternoon, sunny tomorrow and 30. Right now it's 24 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 and as it happens on 5AA.
Hi, Sam Tugwell here. Merry Christmas to you and all our 5AA listeners. We've absolutely loved sharing the past year with you. What's the best thing about Christmas? Well, I reckon it's spending time with friends and family. For mine, that's where I'd start. But let's be honest, is there anything better than getting the entire family together in the backyard for that annual backyard cricket match? I don't think you can top that. But just one word of advice quickly. If you can avoid it, please, just don't bounce out Nana this year. Been there, done that. You might not get a slice of her famous Christmas cake at lunchtime. That's all I'm saying. Whatever you're doing this Christmas, hope it's a magical one, and we'll see you again in 2025.
The Platinum Cruise Club by Phil Hoffman Travel is your gateway to exclusive perks across a range of cruise lines. Gain early access to member-only cruise deals, exclusive onboard credit, special event invitations, 10% off travel insurance and $100 off your first booking. It's free to join, and if you sign up this December, you could win a $500 travel voucher. Sign up to the Platinum Cruise Club by Phil Hoffman Travel today at pht.com.au.
Right Price, Adelaide's best in heating and cooling, has risen to new heights. Literally, Right Price are now your roofing people too. Same exceptional service, value and quality. From total roof replacement, including tiled roof installation, to tile roof repairs, cleaning and painting. And for peace of mind, a rock-solid quote. So the only surprise you'll get is how magnificent your roof and home looks. Do it right. Visit rightpriceroofing.com.au.
You can get your roof right at Right Price.
Let's see what's in the swear jar at Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens. Here's one from Jasmine, the operations manager at Buy Urban and the driving force behind the success of all renovation projects. Jasmine swears to ensure all the trades arrive on time every time to ensure a seamless transition to your stunning Buy Urban bathroom. For a team that swears to deliver on quality and service, see Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide's home renovation experts.
For 40 years, Medicare has been the cornerstone of the Australian healthcare system. Now we're investing in Medicare's future to make it stronger, with more investment in bulk billing, enhanced support for mental health and more urgent care clinics. So whether you need a GP often or just now and then, Medicare's here to keep you and your family healthy, now and in the future. Learn more about Medicare benefits at medicare.gov.au/stronger. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Whoa, looks like someone's been shopping.
Oh, yeah.
So many bags. What do we got? Good Guys, Baby Bunting? Where'd you go for all this? What's in here?
Just popped out to my new fave, Jeb's Cross Home HQ. That place literally has it all.
Harris Scarf Home, 40 Winks, Skechers, Subway and Naan Tandoori, huh?
A girl's gotta eat.
All this from Jeb's Cross Home HQ. They actually have everything. Did you, get something for me?
Mm-hmm. Anaconda bag under your foot.
Oh, nice!
Hi, Daniel Talia here, General Manager of Home. That's HAUME. If you're thinking about selling your home and it's in our price range, we'll buy it. Forget spending thousands getting your home ready for sale. We'll offer you market value right now. And the settlement can be up to 12 months if you like, which gives you loads of flexibility. That's how easy it is. To get in touch with us today, visit home.com.au and remember HAUME.com.au. At Home, we buy homes.
Always trusted. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Summer Afternoons with Angie McBride.
It is coming up to 24 minutes to 4, 8223 0000. Rowie and Campo and Sam Tugwell are in after 4 o'clock with the sports show. Cricket, I think they've just about won, haven't they? Hopefully they can get it done with a few rain interruptions there. Just a story that was on Police News a little bit earlier. Police are seeking the assistance of the public to help locate missing man Alan. Alan, 75, was last seen about 9:45 this morning at his Oakden address. Police and family are concerned for his welfare, as Alan has a medical condition and may become disorientated. Alan is about 175 centimetres tall, medium build and grey short hair. Alan was last seen wearing a navy blue polo shirt and jeans. If anyone has spotted Alan or spots Alan or has information on his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the police assistance line immediately on 131 444. That is 131 444. Hopefully Alan will be located. Now, it is this time of the week.
Time to call in and nominate your Turkey of the Week for Stacey Lee's Turkey Tuesday.
All right, I'm doing it for Stacey this week. So, all you have to do is give us a call, 8223 0000, and you could win the rosé in a can. We've got a carton, a whole carton of it. Thanks to Turkey Flat Vineyards, rosé in eco-friendly cans. Drink responsibly. All you have to do is give us a call. Who do you think has been a turkey this week? I think I did see a text message earlier. If I just pull that up. Sue says turkey of the week needs to go to Vincent Tarzia, who has seen fit to reword and exploit Christmas carols on his social media pages to suit his political purpose. The turkey is clearly void of any Christmas spirit and missing the concept of peace on earth and goodwill to man at this time of the year. It's in poor taste and would come across as quite offensive to many. Stick a fork in him. He is done. Regards, Sue. Thank you. So I think has he done memes or something? So you think he's disrespecting the Christmas carol? So you're popping in Vincent Tarzia as your turkey of the week. Peter's got a couple of stories, and I'm sure you've got a turkey of the week there, Peter. Hello.
Hi, Angie. Happy Christmas. No, I was going to give you my horror dental story.
Oh, yeah. No, you can do that. You can do that too.
Well, what do you prefer, the dental story or turkey of the week?
Oh, we've got time for both of them.
Well, the turkey of the week is Anthony Albanese, because when he goes on TV with those beautiful pearly whites, all he has to say is something which we don't want to hear, and I'm sure this will be expanded on in Andrew Ryman's show tonight. The Bali people who have come back, I feel sorry. They did their time, but they're now in detention, aren't they, in Darwin?
Yes, so I think they're having medical tests and things like that.
That's it. Well, they did a wrong thing by the Australian populace. Anyway, they paid it. Now, my horror dental story. Now, I was 11 years old in 1969, and I went to my dentist with my mum and my late grandma at McGill Road. No, can I mention his name? He's dead.
Okay.
Yep. Dr. Rex Harrington.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people, AA, might know this guy. It was near the corner of Glenburn Road and McGill Road. Anyway, I went in there, and the guy was a butcher. And I sat there, I was a little 11-year-old kid in grade 6 at Glenorson Primary, and I sat there, and I had a 6-year-old teeth that had to be extracted. So he gave me a medication, an injection. I got the injection, and I hated going to the dentist ever since. So then he got his big tongs out to pull the tooth, and it became stuck halfway, and he got half the tooth out, and I was in agony, and he gave me a bruised jaw, which I still remember, and I don't go to dentists anymore because of that.
It absolutely traumatises you, doesn't it, going to the dentist if you have those bad experiences?
Yeah, it caused me to turn to rosé wine.
All right, there we go. All right, and you've had an eventful day in Glenelg too, Peter.
Yeah, I met a few of my friends there. It's all good down there. I went to the Glenelg Library, and that's another thing, Angie. I was going to bring it up with Andrew tonight, Andrew Romer, but do you know how much they charge for 1 hour parking next to the Glenelg Library in Collie Terrace?
Oh, okay, maybe $5?
$9 online set
for an hour. I know.
Terrible. And I can't say who runs it, but they monopolise Glenelg. They've got the park at the Grand Hotel, the Grand Hotel there, Stanford Plaza. They have got every car park on Collie Terrace from the bus interchange right through to Anzac Highway.
And have they got the gates so you have to put money in, the gates that lift up and down? So you don't have a choice, do you?
I haven't got a car, but no, this is just a normal street car park.
Yeah, I'm going to give the parking people a turkey because I agree with you, Peter. So when is it okay to pay for parking? Because someone was telling me, oh my goodness, I can't remember the shopping centre. Maybe it was Marion. Someone said they were, or did they try that? Because I believe in some suburbs you shouldn't have to pay for parking. Like particularly, and there are those, is it secure park? They think they can fine you. Particularly when they do 2-3 hour parking at a cinema. There's a cinema there. And these days some movies go for 3 hours. But I was, yes, Wicked, that went for 3 hours. I was at, I think it was Norwood, went to Norwood the other week to see a movie. And in the cinema centre there, they've got the boom gate, so you have to pay parking. I just didn't want to pay parking just to go to a cinema in a suburb. Is that wrong? Am I thinking wrongly? But I think more because there are some shops in there. There's restaurants and things like that. Should you have to pay for parking like shopping? Because don't they want to get people in to the shops? And honestly, if you had to start paying parking outside of the city, you just wouldn't do it, would you? Or is that okay? I mean, we have to pay for parking in the city, but you can kind of understand that a little bit, can't you? Because, you know, it's our capital and there's businesses in the city and they've got to keep the city running. I don't know. What do you think about paying for parking in certain spots? But, of course, give us a call. So there's no turkeys out there this week. Is that what everyone's telling us? Okay, well, that's fine. Emily and I will take the prize home. But, okay, car parking is the turkey. I saw someone driving the other day and they had big, like you can see on the Facebook live stream, YouTube, my headphones. So they was in their car and they were wearing big headphones like this. So my assumption is their music was playing. Isn't that dangerous? Are you allowed to wear headphones like that when you drive? Because it would block out all noise. Because if you've got your music on in your car and you've got it through your system, you can at least hear what is going on around you. But I just thought, oh my goodness, you're turkey. You're not going to hear anything. Like, what if the ambos or the fireys were behind you, and unless you looked in your mirror, you wouldn't be able to hear them coming. I think that person was a turkey, unless I'm very wrong with that. John says, turkey of the week, month, year, Chris Bowen and his energy policy. One massive hailstorm in Sydney will wipe out 500 megawatts of solar panels power. Well done, Dopey. Thank you, John. Someone said Albo. Albo's got to take Turkey of the Year award for 2.5 years. This government have not been very popular because I did see something pop up today on The Guardian saying Anthony Albanese has finished his popularity vote down. So it dropped, the approval rating has dropped with 50% disapproving the job he was doing and 39% approving him. It is down 3%. It rates better in his hometown of New South Wales, but worse in Queensland. So he's not too popular. Peter Dutton's approval rating is slightly positive, with 44% approving of his performance as opposition leader. All right, we'll see. He ain't popular. All right, let's get some calls in. All right, Deborah, Woodville Gardens, hello.
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. There's quite a few turkeys out there, actually, that don't use their indicators. On one occasion, I was behind this car. We were going into a car park in a shopping centre. No indicator, no nothing, and I thought, So anyway, we pulled up close to each other, and I thought, I'll do the right thing, and I'll just go over and say, look, excuse me, your indicator's not working. And he goes, what? I said, your indicator's not working. And his wife goes, what's she saying? Is she being a smart A? And I said, look, I'm just telling you, your indicator's not working. Oh, okay, and then walked off. But, you know, I see it quite a bit out there, you know. don't use their indicators.
I'm absolutely 150 million% with you on that one, and I feel like doing exactly what you have done.
It's not the first time I've done it. I've done it a couple of times. Yeah. One last week I went up to a lady and I said, you know, your indicator's not working. And she said, oh, which one? I said, your left one. She goes, oh, the globe must have blown again. And then she went off.
I mean, maybe her globe did blow, but what are the chances? But I absolutely agree with you on that, Deborah. That is the number one thing you do on the road is indicate. It can stop accidents and all sorts.
How hard is it to flick your indicator on?
Yeah, 100% with you on that one, Deborah. The people that do not indicate, if you are one of those people, you must indicate if you are turning left or right. Don't know how you've got a licence, but yeah, I'm with you on that, Deb. Hello, Simon. How are you?
I'm good, Angie, a.k.a. Stacey.
Thank you. I don't mind being called Stacey. Just call me Angie Lee. Now, what are you...
You're both funny.
Oh, thank you.
My turkey is similar to the last caller's. People that speed in car parks.
Yes.
I nearly had my front end taken off this morning. But karma came around because they're doing like 40 Ks.
Yeah.
Someone reversed and put a tow bar through its passenger door. And I thought that was quite funny.
So someone reversed and got a tow bar through their door, did they?
You know, the main drags.
Yeah.
And someone doing 40 Ks and someone put a tow bar through his passenger door.
Why do you need to do 40K in a car park?
Because they're idiots.
There's no reason to do that, isn't there?
Oh, it's obviously Christmas shopping. Must get there quick.
Yeah, I know. I like that one, Simon. Definitely turkey material. Other Simon just told him we've got a couple more calls. We want to give away the turkey flats. Who's been your turkey of the week?
Catch 5AA each Thursday night from 6:30 as Adelaide United star midfielder Stephen Moore presents The World Game. It's the very latest in the world of football, thanks to Football SA, bringing South Australian communities together.
While the world's best cyclists battle it out, be part of the festival atmosphere and get around all the events happening in South Australia as part of the Santos Tour Down Under. From premium experiences to street parties and live music, South Australia comes alive. Tour the festival with celebrations across the state, from the coast to the vines. Go beyond the race and experience it all at the Santos Tour Down Under, January 17th to 26th. tourdownunder.com.au.
Welcome aboard the Kia EV5. Today's electric drive range is approximately 555 kilometres. Speed and navigation are displayed on the driver's windscreen. Refreshments are available from the chilled storage tray in the back seat. For now, sit back and enjoy the Kia EV5. Find out more at kia.com.au.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Be a part of something bigger. Adelaide United versus Sydney Football Club, December 20, Coopers Stadium. Get tickets at adelaideunited.com.au. Adelaide United, the People's Club.
Join Holiday Wonders for our annual Christmas celebration tour, leaving Adelaide on December 22nd for the city of Melbourne, the town of Macedon, and the stunning coastline of the Great Ocean Road. This 6-day holiday includes comfortable return travel on the overland train and fantastic sightseeing opportunities. This year, we're excited to see the fabulous Sister Act musical from the best seats in the Regent Theatre. Plus, our special Christmas lunch will be nothing short of scrumptious. Book your Christmas getaway today at holidaywonders.com.au.
When it comes to flooring, you've got the world at your feet at Floor World. Floor World has serious purchasing power, keeping prices low on a huge range of flooring options. There's wool and synthetic carpets, engineered timber flooring, laminate, hybrid and vinyl flooring, even plantation shutters and blinds. Visit one of our 4 locations at Jeps Cross Homemaker HQ, 1027 Port Road, Cheltenham, 60 The Parade in Norwood and Manopara Shopping Centre HQ. Plus, mention this ad for 15% off.
At Hutt Street Centre, there's always room at our table, especially at this time of the year. Christmas can be the most difficult time for someone experiencing homelessness, but you can change that by sponsoring a seat. When you sponsor a seat at our table, you bring someone the joy of community, the warmth of a holiday meal, and the feeling of belonging. This Christmas, help us ensure there's a place at our table for everyone who needs it. Donate to Hutt Street Centre. Visit huttstreetcentre.org.au.
The sartorial forecast? Sunny days ahead. The newly refurbished Zara has opened at Burnside Village. Shop the latest in men's, women's and kids fashion and discover pieces that will shape your wardrobe this season at Zara. Burnside Village, where fashion lives.
5AA Summer Afternoons with Angie McBride.
We want to get to all your turkey calls, but before we do, Scott Camper-Reale. Hello, how are you?
Spit it out, Angie.
Did I do that okay?
You did that
Reale.
well done.
What have we got today?
Well, we're going to catch up with Flipper Phillips. He's up at the Gabba, which is in and out all the time with the wet weather. It's off and on. It's been a terrible test, really. We got young India Rashid, who's got drafted to the Crows. So the AFLW draft was on last night. So we had 10 South Australian girls get drafted.
Related to the famous...
Roger's daughter.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so we're going to have a quick chat to her.
Is he disappointed that she's not into tennis?
Well, I don't know. I think he's disappointed that she's gone to the Crows and not Port Adelaide. So he reluctantly put the scarf on, but that's okay. He'll change his colours. And we got Scotty Nennis, who got announced as the Adelaide Lightning coach.
Oh, good.
So he's gone from the 36ers across to the Lightning. And then we've also got Ned McHenry with his normal spot. We'll talk a bit about fishing and what he's going to do over Christmas.
All right, lovely. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you so much. We will tune in after 4 o'clock. We want to get some of our Turkey Tuesday calls in. Matt from Seacliff, hello.
G'day, Angie. How are you?
Good, thank you.
It has to be STA bus drivers when they pulled over at a bus stop. You're going 60 or 80, whatever it may be. They indicate, it blinks once, and then they pull out in front. Like,
yeah, I know, but they see it says on the back of their bus you must give way. So I don't think we really have a choice in that matter, do we?
Well, I mean, they have mirrors that are about the size of my car, so it would help if they actually looked in it. I mean, last week, driving down Morford Road at 60 k's towards Marion, and it was one of the days it was raining. One blink, he pulled out. I had to jam my brakes on and then go into like the oncoming lane. Through the grace of God, there was no cars oncoming.
Yeah, they don't take any prisoners, do they, Matt?
No, I mean, it's just common sense. I mean, it's going to end up killing someone. Like, they should have to put the indicator on for 3 or 5 seconds like a normal driver does when they leave the curb. You know, I don't think there should be one rule for them and a different one for us. So
I absolutely understand what you're saying, but if you look at the laws are we have to give way. So I think you just have to be really smart and just give way every time. But I know exactly. I've experienced that a few times. I'm too scared to not give way to them now because you're right. They just pull out. So I wonder. It probably is your fault if they pull out and you have an accident because you have to give way. So someone will tell us different. But yes, thank you very much, Matt. I take that on board for sure. Hello, David. How are you?
Getting there now. The inability to turn the blinker on is bad, but the inability to turn it off. And you see people sailing down the freeway and other places thinking, where do they think they're actually turning?
Yes.
And, of course, living in an area where you use high beam up and down, people that don't understand that, hang on, you do need to dim your headlights occasionally. So the inability to use the vehicle controls in general. You sort of go, where did you get your licence if you can't use the blinkers and you can't use the headlights?
I know, Dave, because I've only got a little car, so it's quite low. And sometimes when those big four-wheel drives with really bright lights come up behind you, you're just like, oh, my goodness, I can't see anything.
It's just people. It's easy. There's a lever on the dashboard somewhere that dims the lights. Please find it before you pull out from the curb.
Yeah.
And as a person who drives buses periodically, yes, we are meant to give a few blinks, and people don't always that are behind the wheel. But if we didn't allow buses the courtesy of a quick insert, you get stuck in a line of traffic and our public transport system would seize solid. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I understand, David. Thank you very much. And Lisa says, how can you give way if you don't have time? Oh, no, you just have to be on your game, don't you, Lisa? And Graham, hello. Who's your turkey of the week?
Yeah, good afternoon. Look, I got to say, because of the theme of what's going on, it's about driving today, people who try to reverse because they all got a camera. I can't tell you how many times I have to wait there for about 4 or 5 minutes because they still can't reverse, even with the camera. I just say, stop driving, you know, get in, make your park, but no, and they just want to keep on trying.
Yeah.
It's like a learner again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Graham. Thank you. We've run out of time, but I'm going to give the Turkey Flat Vineyards carton to Deborah from Woodville Gardens because she opened the whole discussion about indicating, and I know that's a lot of people's bugbear. It's a simple thing. Congratulations, Deb. You've won the carton of Turkey Flat Vineyards Rosé and eco-friendly cans. Drink responsibly. Let's give the Georgie Paws, the $60 Georgie Paws voucher to John and Jeanette, who from Somerton Park, who rung up with their horrendous dental stories. Congratulations, Georgie Paws, the almost indestructible dog toys made from safe materials in case they're accident eaten. GeorgiePaws.com. Who do I give the Wallace movie pass to? There were so many people. How about I give it to Duncan from Strathalbyn, because you can go up to Mount Barker. He had a horrendous dentist story as well. You can catch a movie, Mitcham, Piccadilly, Mount Barker, Noarlunga. Have a look at wallace.com.au. Thank you, everyone. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
When you're hosting a family Christmas party, you might start with a go-to roast, a drama-proof seating plan, and that gravy recipe that's a family secret.